we're going to be talking about adding integers. One way we can do any addition is simply using a number line. So if I have 3 plus 2, I'll start at 0. I'll move 3 to the right, and then from where I stopped, I'll move 2 more to the right since that's positive. I end up at 5. So 3 plus 2 is 5, just as you've always had it. If I'm dealing with negative numbers, 3 plus negative 2, well, just like before, I'll start at 0, I'll go 3, but now I need to add a negative 2. So with assigned numbers, that's going to have direction as well. So my negative 2 is going to have me go back 2, and I will end at positive 1. So 3 plus negative 2 is 1. Negative 3 plus 2. Well, I'm going to go 3 to the left. There's my negative 3. Then a positive 2 from where I am, I'm going to go 2 to the right. I end at negative 1. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. Negative 3 plus negative 2 I go left 3. Then from where I stopped, I go 2 more left. I end at negative 5. So negative 3 plus negative 2 is negative 5. Now, we can define that we do have a mathematical definition for adding integers involving absolute value of the number, and if we have the same sign, adding the numbers, and if we have opposite signs, subtracting the absolute values and keeping the sign of the number that has the larger absolute value. That is mathematically correct. That is needed a good bit later on. What I'm going to encourage you to do at this point with addition is to think about money. Positives is money you have, negatives is money you owe. So 3 plus 2. I have $3, I have $2. What's my situation? Well, I have $5 that I can spend. 3 plus negative 2. I have $3, I owe $2. Well, if I have 3 and I owe 2, I can use those $2 to help pay off part of what I owe. Or I use the $3 to help pay off, and I end up still having $1 left. Negative 3 plus 2. I owe $3 and I have $2. Well, I'm going to use the 2 to pay down my debt, but I'm still going to be in debt. I'll just be in debt by less. I'll owe 1. If I owe $3 and I owe $2, I'm going to be deeper in debt. I'll owe $5. The number line will always work, although sometimes drawing a number line will get complicated, especially with larger numbers. But if you blank, go to the number line. But think about money for addition. Positive, money you have. Negative, money you owe. You want to have the worry about memorizing the rules with signs really only for multiplication and division. Addition, think money. So, if I have negative 7 plus 4, again, I could draw the number line, but what I'm going to think of here is that I owe $7 and I have $4. If I owe 7 and I have 4, I end up owing more than I have. So I'm going to still be in debt, but I'm going to be less in debt. I'll only owe $3. The difference between 7 and 4 is 3. And then I've got to be careful with that sign, the negative. 12 plus negative 8. I have $12. I owe $8. Well, I'm going to end up having money, but I'll only have $4 I can spend. Negative 45 plus negative 26. Is it going to be a positive or a negative? Well, I owe 45 and I owe 26. So I am still in debt. I'm going to have a negative. And I am getting deeper in debt. So I'm going to do scratch work to the side here. And I'm taking those absolute values, 45 and 26, and I'm adding them together because I'm in debt and I'm in debt. So I'm getting deeper in debt. Negative 71. Notice I went ahead and put down the sign first. I did any scratch work off to the side. I'm not putting my sign in my answer here, or in my scratch work here. I'm going ahead and keeping all my work together. That the notation is going to be really, really crucial. Negative 27 plus 54. Well, will I have or will I owe? Well, I owe 27. I have 54. I've got more than I owe, so I'm still going to have money. It'll be positive. But I'm going to have less than I did initially. So again, scratch work here. And here I'm going to do 54 minus 27. I'll have to borrow 27. I'd already had my sign there. If it's positive, I don't actually write the positive as a general rule, but I'd thought through that before I did my scratch work to the side. Now we can do this for decimals as well. We're not for fractions, for any real numbers. We're not limited to just positive and negative whole numbers. So here, 3.2 plus negative 8.56. I have 3.2. I owe 8.56. Positive or negative? Now it'll be negative. Scratch work to the side. 8.56 and 3.2. Remember, with addition, subtraction of decimals, you have to have your decimals aligned. Am I adding or subtracting these? Well, I have 3.2. I owe 856. I'm still going to be in debt, but I'm going to be less in debt. Bring down the decimal, do your subtraction. Negative 5.36. We can have multiple steps. Negative 5 plus negative 3 plus 4 plus negative 6. The key, again with algebra, is going to be showing your work and not skipping steps. I'm just going to move left to right. Negative 5 plus negative 3. I owe 5, I owe 3, so I owe 8. I haven't used either of these numbers, so I copy them down. Plus 4 plus negative 6. Negative 8 plus 4. I owe 8, I have 4, so I'm going to owe 4. I haven't used my plus negative 6. I bring it down. Negative 4 plus negative 6. I owe 4, I owe 6. I'm getting deeper into debt. I owe 10. Don't leave off any of the steps as you're writing. That's where you're going to make careless mistakes. So just copy down as you go. The more of these you do, the better you're going to get. Be sure you're showing your steps clearly.